Hello, and a very warm welcome to today's episode of Vikram on Prudent Finance. In today's episode, we're looking at how to send money online, anytime, anywhere, fast and easy from Canada to China. Now, as you can see, I'm on the WorldRemit page. I provided the direct link to this very page in the description below this video. You can click on that and get to this page yourself, sign up with WorldRemit, and then take things from there. Now, the first step in this regard is to choose Canada as the sending country or the country to send from, which I've already done. Likewise, the second step is to choose China as the destination country. That is the country I want to send money to, which again I've already done. With those steps in place, let's get started. Now, again, as you can see, send money online to China, transfer to all major banks as little as the next working day, which means as soon as you've sent money from Canada, the very next working day, the money would be there in the recipient's bank account. And in WorldRemit's case, it well and truly has the whole of China covered, north to south, east to west, does not matter where you're sending money to. The whole of China is very, very comprehensively covered by WorldRemit, and it is well and truly the fastest, simplest way to send money to friends and family in China. With industry leading payment security, whereby you're assured of the fact that when it comes to the security of your money and of the platform as a whole, it is absolutely foolproof. Further, there's enormous flexibility when it comes to WorldRemit to the extent that irrespective of whether you use a computer, smartphone, or tablet, it does not matter. You can use any of these devices, connect online, get onto WorldRemit, and then go through the transfer yourself. Now, let me showcase the steps to you. And we're starting with the fact that we're sending money to China. Select service between airtime and bank transfer. I'll focus on bank transfer in this particular video because when it comes to airtime, we are essentially looking at mobile airtime, which is not cash per se. It's just the fact that mobiles are recharged. So then instead of that, let's focus on bank transfer alone. Between send and receive, we'll focus on receive because we want to know exactly how much the recipient in China will receive in Chinese yuan. So let's take a relatively nominal figure of say 1,000 Chinese yuan, which the recipient in China is to receive. Now for that, the send amount in your case would be 198.75 Canadian dollars with applicable WorldRemit fees of 7.99 Canadian dollars only, whereby the total to pay for you would be 206.74 Canadian dollars for the recipient in China to receive 1,000 Chinese yuan at the exchange rate of 5.03 Chinese yuan to a Canadian dollar. Now, these things are fabulous about WorldRemit because everything is so crystal clear. You know the exact amount that you need to send, you know the exact fees that would apply, you know the total that you need to pay for the recipient to receive a very specific amount of money, with the exchange rate also being predetermined and fixed once you've initiated the whole process, which means before you've even clicked the send button or before you've actually even sent the money, the exchange rate is in place and it would remain consistent with all of these factual details there in front of you. Otherwise, if I compare with say direct bank transfers, you never know the kind of fees that would apply, the number of fees that would apply, especially the exchange rate that would be taken. Never know, or at least are never sure about those details. But in this case, you're absolutely sure. Now, with regard to China, some specific details, the fact that these transfers are done to personal accounts only and not business accounts. And when it comes to major banks, let it be assured that practically all banks of China, so let's say Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, which is China's and the world's largest bank, and likewise let's say China Construction Bank Corporation, Agricultural Bank of China, Bank of China, China Development Bank. These are all the major banks of China and indeed some of the world's largest banks. And to all of these banks, you can send money directly from Canada to China to personal accounts at these banks. Moreover, WorldRemit has another great advantage whereby they reconfirm with the recipient account holder the Chinese character name and bank information. That way, you're 100% assured of the fact that your money will reach the correct recipient's bank account. So, these are some great initiatives on the part of WorldRemit. Now, having showcased that, now let's look at as reasons for choosing WorldRemit in particular. Even if I've touched upon them, might as well emphasize them a little bit more. Low cost with the fact that low fees which are displayed upfront. Here you saw that the fact that the fees are as little as 7.99. And one more aspect just to showcase to you, I'm doubling the recipient's amount, and there you see that the fees have increased just by $3. That's it. So even with higher amounts, the fees remain either untouched or very marginally higher, unlike say Western Union, where we find that fees tend to go up rather dramatically with higher amounts being sent out, and the exchange rates in WorldRemit's case are guaranteed as well. That's something which I clearly showcased to you. And yes, it is very, very fast. In fact, to many countries, it is instant. And the process involves constant communication, whereby both by SMS and email, there are notifications sent out both to the sender as well as the receiver. Further, WorldRemit is well and truly very simple. Unlike Western Union, there are no agents to visit. 24 by 7, anytime, anywhere, no matter where you are, and no matter what kind of device you're on, whether it's a computer, smartphone, or tablet, it does not matter. You can go through with the transfer process with complete ease. Further, when it comes to the trust factor, because see, here we are talking about money, so trust is something which cannot be compromised under any circumstances whatsoever. Here we find that WorldRemit is a platform in which the same folks who've invested in Facebook, they've invested as much as $140 million. Of course, they've done their due diligence. They know that this is a platform which is worthy of such a big investment, and that is why they've gone through with the same. You at your end, you can always do your research on WorldRemit. You can Google about it as much as you want. That will in turn give you reassurance about the quality of the platform. Additionally, we find that the trust factor is accentuated by the fact that WorldRemit's own customers have rated it as excellent on Trustpilot. Trustpilot is a platform which gauges trustworthiness of all such platforms. So, therefore, Trustpilot, the fact that its own customers have rated it as excellent, we can be assured that yes, this is well and truly a high quality platform. Now, just to reiterate the simplicity of WorldRemit, it is well and truly as easy as 1, 2, 3, whereby you select the country, you add the recipient details, and you send the money as easy peasy as that. And that's something which I showcased to you. I started with selecting the two countries, the sending and the receiving country, and then I went through the steps, even increasing the money and showing that the fees went up very, very marginally. And if you're looking at reviews of WorldRemit, you can see that they've always been excellent. You can again look up online and you'll find that many, many more testimonials are there to the remarkable quality of WorldRemit. So that, ladies and gentlemen, was a showcase of how fast and easy it is to send money online anytime, anywhere from Canada to China. Before I conclude, I would like to reiterate that the link to WorldRemit is there in the description below this video. You can click on that, sign up with WorldRemit, and then go through the transfer yourself. Furthermore, while I've showcased Canada and China as the country pairs in question, if you're looking to send money from Canada to just about anywhere else in the world, and likewise, if you're looking to receive money in China from just about anywhere else in the world, you could continue to choose WorldRemit with equal ease. Cheers and thanks for watching.